Introducing FroKnowsPhoto RAWtalk.
Hey, thank you, Aaron, for introducing us. But he forgot to say that we're live, but we're live to tape. We're not live to the people on the internets. We're actually, this is the first time we're doing this. Oh, hold on. I forgot.
Clap.
Hey, can we get a collective clap on three? On three, but it's 1, 2, 3, clap, not 1, 2, 3, clap. All right? 1, 2, 3, clap. Ah, yeah.
Solid clap.
All right, solid clap. So before we start the show, we're technically started, but I didn't do my intro yet, and that's when it really starts. We don't have Sutter here, so we got Trevor filling in, and if he messes up, it's all his fault. But he's not. He's not going to mess up. So you guys had questions. You wanted to take pictures. It's the first 3 songs, no flash. But you can take pictures from your seat. That's perfectly fine. Just keep the flash off so it's not distracting the people up on stage, which would so happen to be us.
This giant stage.
Yeah, it's a huge stage. Mm-hmm. Huge stage. So anyway, I hear talking in the hallway, I think. I'm thinking.
I hear Aaron talking to someone.
Oh, that's Aaron talking to somebody.
No, he's right there. Just kidding.
Okay. Anyway, so this is how this is going to work. I will do my intro like I normally do, but we are recording, so people are going to hear this. They're going to see this. You people, and by you people, I mean you people out there, are going to be seen by that camera. Say right now that, hi, my name is so-and-so, and I approve that I can be on camera. I didn't have model releases. I didn't think of it until right now.
What, are you going to make them all say it at the same time?
Put up your cameras and say, my name is... And I agree to be videotaped for FroKnowsPhoto RAWtalk Live episode first one. Yes. Exactly.
So audible.
Exactly.
I can hear every one of their names.
Every one of them are going to be perfectly heard right there.
You know there's not one microphone over there, right?
Well, the microphone isn't over there yet. We're going to do our show as we normally do. Photo news is going to come up, our normal banter. We're going to open it up to live questions from you guys and girls. What? I almost said it. I almost said it. Why do I hear... Oh.
What?
This is why I hear it.
Your GoPro's on live view,
The GoPro is on. I thought that would turn that off. That is totally going to kill the battery.
And guys, while we're at it, just make sure your phones are like on silent mode or airplane or something like that.
Yeah, make sure they're on an airplane right now. So how it's going to work, I'll finally intro when we start. I thought I heard people outside, but it was really coming from my pocket. It was the GoPro angle, which if it dies, it dies. We'll just make it up as we go along. At some point, we're going to get to asking you guys to say flying solo questions. So have your questions ready, and Trevor will pass you the microphone, and we're going to go from there. I think it's time. Are you guys ready? Are you guys? Oh wait a second. Are you guys ready? Jared Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com. Welcome to the first ever, well, it's FroKnowsPhoto RAWtalk episode number 94. We're calling it live from Seattle, but it's not live if you're watching it at home because it's already been recorded and it's totally done with. And now we're here. Steven.
Yo.
Welcome.
Welcome.
How was Seattle for you?
Incredible.
It was incredible?
Yes.
What'd you like?
The Space Needle, to be specific.
First off, what I don't understand about the Space Needle is anything. It's not that, I'm not disrespecting your Space Needle, all right?
You realize there's a pile of Seattle people in front of us, right?
Your Space Needle is perfectly fine. It cost $43 million in 1960 what? I think it's 62.
1962.
1960, because your postcard that you bought said that. 1962, and if you take inflation into effect, we're looking at $146 million would be today's cost.
I think that's what the elevator guy
That's
told
what the
us,
elevator
right?
guy said.
The one guy was terrible, too.
I almost got in
guy.
the fight in the elevator. We're going up in the elevator to get to the top of the Space Needle. First off, it costs you $20-some to take an elevator ride to the observation deck. That's one thing. So we get into the elevator, and the guy wants to tell you for 41 seconds information about the tower. So he's sitting there, and he's like an ex-rocker from the 90s, and because he still has the hair and the plaid, but he was sitting there going, so this is all I'm going to tell you about for 41 seconds, if you have any questions. And then there's these foreigners.
That's exactly how he sounded.
He was very
Super monotone.
So he's going, it's like 20 seconds in, I'm like, will you people shut up? I'm like, I'm trying to hear the guy talk about the Space Needle. And everybody quieted down, and he goes, we've now reached the top floor, thank you. And it was just like, Yeah, I just wanted to hear more about the Space Needle. But anyway, that was pretty cool.
It was cool. I mean, once you got to the top, we got like it was almost golden hour time. I would say it was around 9:15-ish.
It was. What is with this area
That too,
and
yeah.
and sunlight happening until 9:30? It's crazy.
But then in wintertime, doesn't it get like dark at like 4 o'clock? I don't know if I would want to live here in the wintertime. That's the only thing.
I don't want to live here in the wintertime. It's rare. It's very, very nice right now.
Very nice.
Very nice. So yeah, it's been cool.
Very cool.
It's been a lot of fun. I think I need to jump in the gear of the week first, or
Sure.
somebody's going to shoot me, and then I'll get into other things. If you mess up over there, young man, are you keeping that clock? You're the Sutter this week. Where's your mustache? He forgot his mustache. So here's the gear of the week. Right before I took off, literally right before I took off, I got a package from Atomos, and the Atomos Ninja STAR showed up at my door. That's right. This is this little. I don't think it would stick in the wall if I threw it.
It's almost the size of a GoPro. It's a little bigger.
Yeah, it's a little larger than a GoPro. For anybody that doesn't know, this is a. You're going to do what are the stats on it? Do you remember?
Oof. No.
You're going to record some massive amounts of information onto this. Because it's so small, we're using this one right here, the Blade 2, I believe is what that one is. The only difference is this doesn't have a screen. It's a heck of a lot smaller, takes one battery. You got your audio in, you have your HDMI in mini and HDMI out. You can put this on a drone and connect it to a GoPro and record. The thing is, it comes with, they sent us a CFast card. New technology. Right now, it's a little more expensive. But as time goes on, we know that the prices of the cards are going to come way down. I've been really excited for this because as we start traveling more, if we want to record and we don't have a Sutter or a Trevor to push the buttons for us, we can just let this thing roll.
Oh, yeah.
And then we have this professional and high quality 422. I'm not even going to start throwing numbers out.
ProRes
just in case.
LT
Yes.
HQ.
ProRes is what we're looking for, and that's what this bad boy is doing. And it's pretty cool. It's got nice colors. It's got a red color, a green color, a yellow color, and a...
No
what
purple,
is blue?
though. No purple.
No, they're like M&Ms, but it's racist because it's missing the brown. But it's also missing an orange. What?
No.
What did I say? Orange?
No, it's fine. Keep going.
So anyway, this is the Ninja Atomos. The Atomos Ninja STAR is officially out. I don't know how many people have this thing, but we're really excited to try it out because it is. I don't know. It's what we asked for, and it's $299. That's the incredible part, is that this is $300, and that's. Is anybody excited for one of these? I'm gonna do a giveaway.
Nice.
Not right now. Don't get your hopes up. We're gonna do a giveaway some way or another. I think I'm gonna talk them into allowing me to do this, and maybe we're gonna hold a video contest. Maybe you have to make a minute-long or 2-minute-long video and submit it on YouTube and send us the link. I mean, for $300 plus, I'm sure they'll send you a card and a card reader because you have to get the special CFast card reader to go with the CFast cards.
Does Lexar make the card reader yet? I know they're talking about
says
it.
they're going to for our hubs,
okay,
but they haven't done it yet.
Not yet.
So at some point, we're gonna give one of these bad boys away. And I think that's a good idea. All right, we got that out of the way. Why am I here in Seattle? I'm here because of CreativeLIVE. They asked me to come out here to do a class, and the class is taking the fear out of low-light photography, and it's the PG-13 version without cursing. Has anybody been watching? There hasn't been. There's been 3 curses.
3 giveaways.
And 1 offensive thing that I apologize for without telling you what it was. It was bad. I shouldn't have done it. It wasn't that bad. No, it was bad. It was stupid. But I was in a mind fog.
Because I wasn't in the room. That was the only time I was not in the room moderating you.
It was the first time I slipped. And I've been very, very good not to slip. And let me say, for anybody in the building, is anybody offended by anything? That's a no. What was that? No. Right now, like I see all different age demographics. It's like, holy wow, we got young people, we got used to be young people, and then it just works out really well. I'm happy to see a huge demographic. How much time's on that clock?
11 minutes.
Awesome. But first off, I really want to thank Aaron. He's back there. Is Aaron still over there?
He's not back there.
Holy shizer. Oh, Aaron! I'm not going to say anyway.
He's gonna
First off,
come running back in the room.
CreativeLIVE has been it's been tremendous, and I really want to thank him when he gets here. So,
did you mention that we're recording at CreativeLIVE? By the way?
We're at CreativeLIVE right now.
This is their studio.
This is this is Studio A. It's very reflective. It's more reflective than my loft.
It is, but your loft's still pretty bad.
Take it back.
No, I'm not taking it back.
Take it back.
I'm not taking it back.
Oh, we didn't talk about the pizza.
The pizza. Oh, you love that pizza. You wanted to get it every night.
Well, no, carbs.
I know.
Carbs.
You've told me that.
What's the place called?
I don't know.
Serious Pie?
Yes.
Or Serious Biscuit? Same thing, right? Serious
so
Pie.
Good. But
Man,
it's freaking expensive.
we went there. We had a $70 pizza bill.
Who does that?
Well, we did have some out. You had 2 beers. No, 1 beer because she forgot to bring you the other beer.
I asked for the second beer and she never brought it.
I got an old fashioned. Each pizza is personally sized for $16. It's really good and tasty. So we each ate one. And then I'm like, you want to split another? So then we got a third, and then it's like, that's $48 in pizza.
And then you were thinking about getting another one after that.
No, I wasn't.
Yes, you were.
Tell me when Aaron's back.
He's right there behind us.
Thank God. I had to save this rant until Aaron got back because I'm so upset. First off, what I wanted to say is the whole CreativeLIVE thing wouldn't have been pulled off if it wasn't for Aaron. Aaron has done an unbelievable job producing the hell out of me because we know that I'm not easily wrangled and don't make decisions very well. But Aaron, for the last 3-4 months, has been working very, very hard on getting everything situated. And then we found the venue the day before the shoot at 6 o'clock. I said, I can't shoot in this venue. And he then got it changed to the proper venue.
Literally like 5 hours before we were going to shoot.
Wasn't, but you would agree. It turned out to be for the better.
It did. Aaron did a great job.
So let's give Aaron a round of applause. He's also the one that tells me that when I offend somebody, I need to. Yes, he flips a switch and he goes, "Yep, you offended somebody." Is that about right, Aaron?
That is correct.
That is correct. But no, really, I wouldn't have been able to pull any of this off if he wasn't taking care of literally everything. All right, so we got that out of the way. I'm gonna save this little talk because we're in pretty far already, and we did the Atomos. We've done the welcome. People are taking pictures. We're mobile. Is it time for Steven's photo news?
Time for photo news.
Photo freaking news.
That we still have zero music for.
We don't have music. It's
One day I'll get around to doing it.
One day. Some people about to change.
By the way, this is how awkward it is every time when he's singing. What you guys don't realize is that I always pan the camera to him every time, and I'm in the background just like, oh my God.
That's Modesiano.
Now they have to witness it.
They get to witness it. All right, go do photo news and stop interrupting me.
Photo news. A group of MIT researchers first, they developed a drone that will automatically light up your subject. The autonomous drone provides perfect rim lighting. Basically, the photographer tells it what side they want the rim lighting from. Once it's in position, the photographer then dials in the desired rim width of the light by typing a certain percentage in.
That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard of. What? I mean...
Well, unless you have ceilings that are like 20 feet tall, I don't know if it's going to work.
I just wanted to come up with an interesting idea for taking pictures, and I thought that maybe I would have a drone and it would put a light on it, but then we ran into this trouble where it cut somebody's head off once. It totally didn't work, but my schematics were awesome.
Now, from there on, the drone will automatically track the subject and provide the rim light automatically, so if the subject moves, the drone repositions as they move.
It's called Skynet, man.
It is Skynet.
That's not... How are they going to track people?
Now, also, if the photographer moves, the drone adjusts its position accordingly as well, and their goal, get this, is to eventually have photographers use a fleet of drones instead of like your standard Kinos or strobes or flashes, whatever it may be.
Here, hold on.
Amazing stuff.
I looked at Trevor.
Yeah.
And he's like, he showed me the clock, thinking I can read the stopwatch. I am the blindest blind. How much time is on your clock? Because I'm just...
15 minutes.
You're at 15 minutes? All right. I'm going to try not to do that. By the way, does anybody like my new glasses? I went with the turquoise.
They match the car. I like that they match the car.
They matched the car that we did, the Etzel. All right, back to your news. I don't like that drone idea.
Well, speaking of drones, the NYPD says that one of their helicopters barely avoided colliding with drones midair over the George Washington Bridge. According to the New York Post, the pilot of the helicopter saw the 2 drones last minute who were supposedly flying directly at the pilot at 12:15 a.m. on July 7th and changed course. They eventually followed the drones to its landing route and ended up dispatching police to that specific location. Both men behind the drones were arrested on the spot and are arraigned on felony reckless endangerment charges. Now, the air traffic control recording from that night is now online and tells a different story. Basically, the pilots have trouble figuring out what to charge them with, and it seems that they really weren't in danger at all, according to the actual recording. Now, here's a quote from the recording. The pilots were saying, in quotes, "We have the guys who are operating them. We really don't know what exactly we have for them. Maybe like a reckless, not sure what exactly we have. We don't know what we have." And they kept repeating it over and over and over, trying to figure out a specific charge for them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
yeah, that sounds like fun. Mm-hmm. This whole drone thing is going way
There's really no
far.
update to that story. It's kind of just left there. So
Well, it's
I
New
got
York.
nothing else for
You can do whatever you want.
And now Adobe, they announced their latest Creative Cloud update for Lightroom. Now lets users almost use all of the Lightroom functions even after their license runs out. The only modules that won't be functional include the Develop module along with Maps. Apparently they stopped Maps since Adobe has to pay Google royalties to use their mapping API. So why pay, you know, basically why pay when the person who's using it isn't paying Adobe? Now that you can still get around the Develop module. You good? You good?
I'm not the guy.
You're super distracting.
The camera's on you. Don't be distracted.
Now, you still can't get around the actual Develop module, though, by using the library Quick Develop module.
Wait. Library.
Which is most automatic adjustments, but it's still something that you could use. Prior to this, many thought that they would lose all of their images once their subscription ran out and would be locked out of their catalog. So this is kind of a fix for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got it.
No 2 cents?
Well, you were never going to be locked out.
I know, but a lot of people were going
It's
crazy
like, oh
about
my
it.
God, they're going to take my raw files
They
and
weren't
lock
locked
them.
out with the raw files, but any adjustments they made via the catalog, I mean, if say you were editing 1,000 images or something and you edited each one and it took you a couple days, it kind of sucks to lose all those edits.
Of course it does. Yeah. I don't have much to say about that because I don't think people are going to really do that. You're going to keep paying. That's the whole point of a subscription model.
It is.
Is that you're forced to do it.
Yeah. So Toronto Stars, you'll like this one, Master Glass video series unveiled a new video poking fun at what not to do when attending a wedding as a guest. So basically the guy who's running this whole parody video, he recommends turning your beep on full volume, forcing people to move from their spot for the picture, popping your flash every 5 seconds at the wedding, jumping in front of the wedding photographer during like the first kiss, and so on. It's just funny stuff. This is a video you kind of just got to watch to fully understand.
It's not the first the first kiss isn't the deepest, it's the first cut. The first cut is the deepest, baby.
The nice thing is you're going to have some natural reverb this time.
When I was singing One Day, I was like, oh yeah.
You know what I don't have this time is show notes that Sutter would normally write down. What you guys don't realize is that Sutter usually is on the sideline tracking everything and writing down like Jared sang at this point, make sure to add reverb, or like Jared cursed here, bleep him out, or something like that.
Well, I don't curse that much.
You
seriously.
don't. I usually don't bleep it out. It's kind of just we run it as it is.
Only if something's offensive.
Which is every day. No. So moving forward, we have the United States Air Force photojournalist, Sergeant Larry Reed Jr., released a behind-the-scenes video showcasing how he shoots the Thunderbirds. He goes over how he's battling G-forces and traveling at 500 miles an hour.
Battling G-forces.
He shoots with one of your favorite cameras, the D3S, and a D3, 24 to 70 millimeter and 16 to 35 lens, and sometimes he said the 24 to 120 lens when his traveling plane is basically a little too far behind. He also explains how he covers almost everything on him in black to stop reflections, which is kind of interesting. And that's it. There's a cool video behind the scenes. I think F-Stoppers put it up.
Got it. What do we want me to say about that?
You're usually commenting on everything.
But I have nothing to say. If I have nothing nice to say, not that I don't have nothing nice to say, that's pretty cool. I want to fly in an F-16.
It is cool. I would love to do something like this.
I do. I want to do that. But hey, does anybody remember last week, the show? I tried to sing Reading Rainbow. I failed at Reading Rainbow, so I have the lyrics here this week.
You printed out the lyrics?
I printed out the lyrics. I wanted to get it right. Does anybody remember the song? Okay, can we sing it together?
We don't have like a teleprompter in here or something?
No, don't need a okay.
Karaoke machine?
We don't need it. We could have put it up on that thing.
We could have.
We could have. But are we ready? Can I get a countdown, Steven?
From what, 3?
Yes.
3, 2, 1.
Butterflies in the sky. Nobody's singing!
They don't know the lyrics.
Sing the damn song!
No, what you got to do is...
All right, hold on.
You got to do like the cliche singer. Like, you got to say it first and then have them repeat it.
Oh, okay. Repeat
and
it
again, they're not mic'd up.
That they're going to sing it loud and proud.
All right.
Are you guys ready? Repeat after me. Butterflies in the sky.
Butterflies in the sky.
I can go twice as high.
I could go twice as high.
Take a look. It's in a book. It's Reading Rainbow.
Take a look. It's in a book. It's Reading Rainbow.
And there's more. There's more. I can be anything. Oh my God. I can be anything. Take a look. It's in a... Wait a second.
I think you're repeating.
Shit, they repeat it. But they repeat it. All right, skip that line. And it ends like this. Reading rainbow, reading rainbow, reading rainbow, reading rainbow. Reading rainbow, reading rainbow, reading rainbow, reading rainbow. Very nice. You win a strap, my friend. He was the loudest ever in this room. He was singing that song.
He put his heart and soul into that song.
Here's a curved strap from Black Rapid. Hey. That was a good song. I really love that song. LeVar Burton.
Nostalgia.
Well, speaking of nostalgia, were there any Seattle hits that I should try singing?
Oh, yeah, we meant to ask you guys that.
Is there anything that was ever big in Seattle, music-wise?
There was no bands big that came out of here, right? Yeah. Who are they?
Wait, Pearl Jam?
Trust me, I know more music than him.
He knows more music. He worked at a freaking radio station. Pearl Jam. Oh, we should sing Hunger Strike.
Death Cab for Cutie.
Hunger Strike. Okay, anyway, back to photo news.
Where the frig was I?
Still cursing, Steven.
A new interesting photo series showcases the trash problem in America by getting people to pose in a pile of their own week's worth of trash, which, by the way, Seattle is crazy clean.
Well, first
especially
off,
compared to Philly.
Here's the thing. I think
Philadelphia.
Well, Philadelphia, yes. They have this recycling thing here in Seattle. There's 3 trash cans. It's like the 3 seashells, but confusing. All right? One, they have pictures of apples, and they call it, this is compost and recyclable. Then it's, what's the middle one? Garbage. And then it's trash.
No.
Paper?
Isn't it...
So I don't know. I take a banana, and I get it. That can be composted, I think. Yeah, right. And then I take like a wrapper, not like Sir Mix-a-Lot, but a wrapper, and because it touched food, it's now compostable? I don't get it, but I have a secret for you. I was here late one night this week, and then when the cleaning ladies come in, they take the baskets out. It all goes in the same basket. I can't verify that. I mean, I saw it with my own eyes. I didn't actually see this, but that is my theory. Allegedly, in my opinion, they allegedly take the trash cans and all put it into one place. And then they're like, and then they go, ha, 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 ha. You think you're recycling? You're not.
Creepy, eerie laugh.
Photo news.
Again, that interesting photo series. Ranging from individual portraits to entire families, photographer Greg Siegel put the whole thing together. It's called 7 Days of Garbage. How original. He says 7 Days of Garbage is a series of portraits of friends, neighbors, and other acquaintances with the garbage they accumulate in the course of a week. Subjects are photographed surrounded by their own trash.
Diapers?
In a setting that is part nest, part archaeological record. We've made our bed in it. We've made our bed and in it, we lie.
We lie.
Yes.
We lie.
And they said he kind of cheated it sometimes. Like, I guess, like, the
What an
disgusting
asshole!
stuff. The disgusting stuff, like the diapers and that kind of stuff.
No.
Obviously,
you want to be authentic with your art?
Yeah, but what if, like, it's like you're sitting next to, like, your 2-year-old kid. You don't want to have him, like, smothered in his own
art,
stuff.
my friend. Art. It's all about the art.
Such artistic.
I wouldn't do it.
Another photo series, a fun take on mirror selfies, your favorite. A girl made the mirror her own little painted background and environment. Norwegian artist Mirrors Me posted various selfies on her Instagram, which range from a Super Mario's Brother theme to Batman to Aladdin.
I thought that was Justine for a minute.
It kind of looked like her, right?
It
No,
did.
it didn't.
But
Did
it
really?
wasn't.
There's not much more to really say about this one either. It's something you just kind of got to watch and check out.
Oh, and by the way, you can check out all of these photo news stories by going to FroKnowsPhoto.com/RAWtalk-94. And that's where all the stories are. Did you guys know that? Yes. Did you know that there's people that every week we put up the photo news preview, go, could you guys put the link in the description? The link's in the description every single week. I think people just do it on purpose.
It's literally the first thing you write is that link right there. I think I've ran it about 1 million times by now, but
yeah.
So we have, on the subject of selfies, a new parody video called Selfies Anonymous features a 12-step group for people who struggle with selfies, aka selfie-aholics. Is anybody a selfie-aholic in here? Oh, we got someone in the back.
I'm not a selfie-aholic. I just have other people take my picture.
So they talk about suffering from shameless mirror selfies, accidental video selfies, shirtless selfies, that kind of stuff.
Whoa! Stop the clock.
You kind of are pretty bad with the shirtless selfies.
I just have other people take it for me. It's not cheating.
I'm pretty sure there's one picture of you with you're taking a selfie with
my shirt off.
Yes.
I'm just testing my abs out. My newfound abs. I'm like, hey, your abs, and then I cheat the system by putting top-down lighting because what happens is that makes the shadow go underneath, and it's like, oh snap, your abs are bigger. We're photographers. We know lighting. We know how to make this stuff work.
Well, they also talk about like their overuse of hashtags. It's just a funny parody video.
Yeah. Well, the hashtag one's even worse. Selfies I can handle, but when it's like hashtag in the morning I take a picture, and in the morning I walk to bed. No, that didn't make sense.
The one guy's like, I used 137 hashtags. I feel pretty accomplished today. And they're just like going around the table like saying all their stuff.
137.
Yeah.
Was douchebag one?
Probably.
I want to go live every week. It's more fun when you can hear your stuff. When you say something funny and it either flops and everybody's like, why'd you say that? Versus, it was actually funny, so people laugh. Oh, and you're laughing. Because all I have is like to look at Sutter. I look at Sutter.
Well, Sutter's usually just like on his phone, just like with his mustache.
Taking a selfie. Going, my girlfriend and I, we're going to go on a trip. We're going to go to Boston and end up in Seattle. Which is actually what happened.
That is what happened. And he's going on another trip, I think, in early August.
If
for like
somebody
3 weeks.
buys his Jeep, it says that he needs somebody to buy his Jeep so that he can afford to go on the trip.
But how's he going to have a car?
He's going to buy a new car.
What?
The Scooby Mobile.
The Shaggy Mobile?
He wouldn't even know Scooby-Doo.
No, he's got to know
He
Scooby-Doo.
does not. Trevor, you know who Scooby-Doo is? You sure? Did you know what Reading Rainbow was?
I remember it.
When you were young. When you were young.
For those that can't see, Trevor is what, like 13, 14?
13.
13?
With size 14 feet. And he's 5 foot. With fire. He looks like, have you ever been told you look like Dennis the Menace? Do you know who Dennis the Menace is? Well, exactly. He doesn't know Dennis the Menace. It's okay, though, but you're much nicer than Dennis the Menace. That kid and his popped up. Did he have the, he didn't have the popped up thing, did he?
No, you're thinking
That's
of Little
Spanky,
Rascals.
Right? Yeah, Alpha.
Yeah.
Oh, I suck. Wait. He had that neighbor, Mr. Rogers. Mr. Wilson?
Dude, you're messing everything up,
No,
man.
I did that on purpose. But Mr. Wilson, oh God, I'm not gonna. I almost said something offensive. I'm not gonna say it about Mr. Wilson because I allegedly I don't know that actually happened.
All right, a couple more stories. This is becoming just as bad as the constant stories about finding lost cameras underwater, your favorite stories.
I love lost cameras underwater.
So an app called Timera allows users to create then and now photographs easily, which we've been talking about like every week. The second version of the app was just released, which uses a big database of historical images that are geotagged and basically lines them up with your current location, which you then can stitch together for, again, a then and now picture. It's a free app, available for both iOS, Android. It's a really cool app. I actually tested it out the other day in Philly. And
it was cool?
Yeah.
What did it take pictures of? What did it show you?
Well, you take a picture, basically, and it geomaps that location, and then from there you can pick the actual picture, if there's a historical picture from that location.
Well, let me
and
ask you a
stitch
question.
it together.
What if you shot the Liberty Bell? Will it historically show you 1776?
Obviously not 1776, but maybe like 1850.
1850, yeah, there could be. What if you shot a 100-year-old? I have a theory. Why don't we take a picture of a 100-year-old
It
standing?
geotags locations, not people.
No, but hold on. You take this picture of a 100-year-old, and then you see if it geotags them from 100 years ago. It's a clock. It's upside down. It's not JOE a clock.
Can you actually read that?
It says
you have
7:05.
glasses, that's why.
Even without my glasses, I can read that. That's a big ass clock. The numbers are like, those numbers are big.
Yeah,
we
but
need one of those.
You're blind, dude.
Aaron, can I get one shipped to my house, please? All right.
So the TSA has announced that those flying to the U.S. from certain parts of the world might be asked to power on their electronics to make sure they're not hiding explosives inside of them.
Is that all electronics, Stephen?
Apparently. If it doesn't turn on, you might have to leave it behind and be subject to an additional security screening.
Could you imagine if you had something like that and you had an additional security screening? What if you forget?
What are you talking about, Jared?
What if you're double?
What are you bringing
First
up?
off, I don't know what kind of batteries are in.
Are you bringing up...
Excuse me, ladies. Ladies, are they double A's or are they D's? It depends on the size. All right, Steven.
How do we have women in this audience?
I don't
mean-
know, but it holds true. We have the 90-10 split. Is anybody offended yet? Oh, good. Please don't be offended. I don't mean to offend. Okay, back to news.
This is basically a call to photographers to always have their equipment charged. That's what all the photography websites are saying, whether it be flashes or bodies or other things. According to NBC, the new rules were created in response to certain terrorist threats from Yemen-based Al-Qaeda in the Arabian Peninsula and the Islamist Nusra Front? I don't know how to pronounce that.
Spell it.
N-U-S-R-A.
That's
In
N-U-S-R-A.
Syria? Well, basically,
Are there periods after
they're
each
supposedly
letter?
planning to blow up an airline. That's what
No
people
shit.
are saying.
They're always planning to blow up
So
something.
that's the TSA's response to that.
Got it.
So far, there's vague details on the new rules. The TSA hasn't clarified as to what devices they're referring to, but
My
it looks
butt got searched.
like they're aiming more at cell phones and generic items.
You saw that. You took the picture.
I did, and I felt really awkward taking the picture, and I forgot to turn it on silent, so it was like.
I was getting
And the guy's,
patted
like,
down.
patting you down, and I'm
He
like,
was-
"Oh, God."
You got him right at the perfect time.
I know,
he's
right
like
when he's like
patting
at
my
your
butt.
at your butt region.
He's like, oh, he's like, you must work out. He actually didn't say that allegedly. All right,
they
do
actually
it.
were really nice.
They were
Seattle's
very
airport
nice.
compared to Philly.
Well, no, they were good.
Very good.
They were good. I opt out every single time. We have this spinny McSpinnerson machines, the ones that you put your hands up like you're a freaking criminal, and then it electrocutes you and zaps you with radiation. And I refuse to go through every time, just personal preference from flying a bunch. And so I just asked for the pat down. And I don't like when they make you wait long for a pat down. It's just, and they make you try to feel allegedly like you're a criminal and make you feel like you're a dick for asking to be patted down.
But this time they were good. They were like, "Oh, sure, no problem," and they right away they patted you down.
The guy's like, "Have you done this before?" And I'm like, "Yep." But they still have to repeat what they say and all that good stuff. Okay, keep going.
The first test footage from the new Phantom Flex 4K camera is now online, which was basically shot at raw 4K at 1,000 frames per second. I can't imagine the size of the file for this thing. The short film video features a firefighter's response to a blazing fire slowed down.
That was incredible.
Incredible, yes. The camera itself might set fire to your pocket, coming in at $110,000.
I set fire to the rain. I am just like what's her name, Adele. I'm so like Adele.
How much worse does he sound live than on the podcast?
No, auto-tune. Speaking of auto-tune, Britney Spears. No, that was unbelievable. No, what? She set fire to the rain.
She did, apparently. I don't know how you set fire to rain, but she did.
Well, if it's okay, yeah, you're right.
One last story. And finally, there's a new set of extremely unique wedding photos that were shot inside an Alaskan cave. The photos were taken by wedding photographer Chris Beck, who says they had to kayak out to the site and then climb the side of a mountain for the actual photo shoot. Really interesting stuff. It's kind of like that wildfire thing, wedding photos. You're throwing me off by changing cameras and stuff. But it's kind of like that, but the complete opposite. Right, Jared?
I'm figuring, yeah, it's the complete opposite. I'm over here doing this. It's okay. It's
You know
all right.
he can just walk like 3 feet and do
I
it.
know, but his feet, man, look at those things. It must
not gonna
cost,
hit it over.
It must cost an arm and a... What size shoe is that?
Like a 9.5.
He's
Dude,
like...
I don't even have a 9.5 foot. I thought about that. Oh, God.
That was... Well, I didn't hear that. I didn't
She
hear
said,
that.
and that's why we need D batteries.
Oh, shit.
But
No, she didn't. Oh, you just won a prize.
Watch out. Don't throw it, though.
How's this? Okay. Here's for you for that beautiful quip from the Peanut Gallery. Do you guys, is it more fun live? Oh, yeah. This is fun. We need to do this everywhere. Aaron, are you for hire? I need a producer. Do you know how we wouldn't
You can be the
offend people?
traveling producer.
We would not offend people if you were here. Technically, you are here. So is that photo news?
That's all photo news, yes.
Oh, snap.
Which I just looked up like an hour ago really fast.
Well, we've been working hard.
Yes.
Dude, the other day I put 17 hours of work in.
Yeah, I know.
You
You've
went
been
to sleep.
working nonstop.
Yeah.
By the way, we've been having to get up at what, like 5:30, 6:30 a.m. kind of thing every day. Call time's like 7 a.m. And he's working from 7 a.m. till like 4, the live photo shoots or video shoots. And then from there, you're going back to edit all the photos. Your day's not done till like 8 o'clock at night.
Yeah, well, the other day was 7:30 before we even left to
And
go
you're still
do
like
anything.
pepped up. Like last night, we didn't get home till 9, and you're like, let's go out for a drink.
Well, you didn't trust me, Trevor? You got to get up and press the...
Checking to see if you started before. So
Within a couple of seconds is perfectly fine. Yeah, we've been working our asses off, and Steven's been a tremendous help. He was awesome on the live show when I did the concert. Can you stop doing the Bieber thing? It is distracting.
Is he flicking the hair?
He's flicking his hair back there, and I'm distracted. God. The Bieber thing. Anyway, it's been fun. The whole CreativeLIVE experience is great. I love doing it live. We're live for most of the times. Yesterday was when I say yesterday, we did the concert part of it.
That was really cool.
And I've been wanting to do that for a long time.
You got lucky with Leslie, man. She was the
I didn't
singer
get lucky
of the
with
band.
Leslie, all
I
right?
didn't mean it like that. You got lucky that she was the singer of the band that really helped you out. I mean, giving the input on the band's perspective.
Oh, yeah.
Of photographers.
It was
stuff
great
like
to hear that. She was one of the hardest people to shoot
She
as
was.
a photographer.
Yeah.
The lighting was fun. It was great to have a real venue, to run the show, to take questions from people at home, and to really just show what goes through my mind when shooting it. I would love to not even have to talk.
Brain dump the entire time.
Yeah, but then it also interferes with I'm trying to take pictures, and I'm like, oh, snap, I better start talking and tell people some things, and I can't just hide away.
That's true.
So I didn't just hide away. You know what happened? I'm just making sure that thing's still blinking
Still
before
blinking.
it dies. Anyway, anybody have a Sonos system?
No,
Holy
because
shit.
they're crazy expensive.
Oh, I have one.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just bought one.
I know, you bought a lot.
I did. I bought one.
You got like your entire loft decked out now.
Rub it in. This is not a plug. I just wanted to say, like, I had an issue with one of my speakers, and this is more of a customer service type thing. I had an issue with the speaker, so I called them on the phone, and they're like, pull up the app, hit the diagnosis button, tell us the number. So I told them the number, and then they can literally get the call thing, whatever, they can find the issue. So they were like, we see an issue with this. We're going to send you a new one out, and then we'll send the old one back. And they just replaced it. It was like a Dyson. You know how Dysons are self-diagnostic? You hold it up to the phone, and it's like, and it's like, I have a bad fan belt. And then it's like, okay. And then they send you the fan belt, and they repair it. It's pretty smart. It's just really cool. They're kind of like Apple.
Is their app still all jacked up though?
The app's better.
Yeah.
I just don't like the Spotify in there
because
as
you
much.
don't you have to like kind of play Spotify inside their app.
It's Spotify app inside of Sonos.
But it's not as good as the standalone Spotify app.
it's not as good as, no, it's not nearly
Yeah.
as good as that.
Because I thought you would just be able to play like anything off your phone, just open up the Spotify app.
That's what I
hit
thought.
Play,
That's what I thought.
and it didn't work
It
out.
didn't airstream like that.
It still sounds great though.
Yeah, ask my neighbor how it sounds.
Yeah, your neighbor complains every single time. So this is what happens, by the way. He basically, when we're setting up RAWtalk or something like that, he's blasting music in the background, bass thumping.
This is noon, all
His
right?
neighbor is constantly texting him like, hey, can you turn it down? So we turn it down, and then his neighbor starts blasting music. It's like a battle of music every time. Except we clearly blow him out of the water.
Absolutely, because I have the top floor.
You have the entire floor, yeah.
Exactly. All right, so we got that. Are we ready to take some questions? Do you guys have real good questions? Flying solo questions? You better have questions. You better.
Did we tell them we were going to ask
Did we
them
tell you we were
questions?
doing this? You're the flying solo people this week, and if you fail us now, I'll never forgive you. Is that okay? Raise your hand if you have a question.
I don't think one person has a question.
Are we seriously? People submitted questions to me. You are forced to ask questions.
We're basing this next like hour on you guys.
I don't want to read them. You got to say them. I didn't want to read them. I want to hear you guys say them. Yeah, we need this. All right, Trevor, you want to pass it over? You want to check? Good?
Test. Yes, that's good. Thank you, sir.
Pass it on down. Oh,
First
she has a
up.
question. Oh, you give it to the lady first. Oh, wait, that's what you're supposed to do.
Gentlemen.
You're such a gentleman and a scholar. What's your name?
My name's Katrina.
Hi, Katrina. Where are you from?
I'm from Washington.
Washington. Walla Walla?
No, I was raised in Malik Terrace.
Oh,
It's just
I've been
north
there.
of Seattle.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
What's your question?
I have so many, but
Start with one.
okay, so I guess what was the best business advice that you were ever given that like changed everything for you?
I don't know, changed everything, but I think growing up, my dad has always pushed working for yourself. Don't work for somebody else. Don't be told when it's time to go pee, in his own words, was, I don't want somebody telling me when it's time to go piss and when it's time to eat lunch. See, Aaron, you see where I get it from? All right? And anyway, I didn't mean to throw him under the bus, but no, that is one of the best pieces of advice. It was, work for yourself and figure that out. But in terms of business advice now in the later term with last 4 years for FroKnowsPhoto, a lot of it comes down to just sticking with my gut and going with the ideas that I had and not changing because other people don't accept who you are, type of thing. I've always been somewhat different, and I don't like conforming to certain rules, and I like to try to be who I am. And I think sticking to that and sticking to my own guns is what I've done best, and it's worked. So that's that. Question number 2.
For me?
Yeah, if you got more. If you don't, pass it around.
I do. Okay.
Hold it up to we need good mic etiquette.
I have to remember how I phrased it. Okay, so a lot of that just summed up some of my second question, actually. I wanted to know what your thoughts were on freelance photography with like a news company. I'm currently working on trying to build a business, and I want to focus on wedding photography, but then I thought about doing other stuff too, with maybe for other people as well. So I wanted your opinion.
What type of other stuff for other people?
Maybe news or small companies around my area.
Okay, I would probably nix news straight off the bat. There's probably no money in it. Weddings, fantastic money. That's what I used personally to get started with FroKnowsPhoto, was the money I saved up from shooting weddings. I think getting the wedding gigs is where it's at. If you can second shoot for somebody and pick up jobs on your own, if you can get $250, $350, $400 to second shoot, where all you do is you go out and shoot and hand them the cards and let them process it, and they do all the rest and they cut you a check, that's good money. You do that twice a weekend, or maybe even do 4 of those in a month, that's not bad. Right? So that's not bad at all. Also, picking up your own weddings is extremely important, but doing the other type of gigs as well can be important. Depends what you're looking to shoot, but find your niche and just beat the crap out of it until people start paying you. I mean, that's one of the things I would suggest doing.
All right.
Is that good?
Yes, thank you.
Better be good. I mean, I hope it's
Go down
good.
the aisle. Anyone?
You could think, anybody? Your name? Where are you from?
My name is Guy, and I'm from Ashford, Washington.
Hey, Guy. You're not my buddy pal. Where's your guy? Ash what, Washington?
Ashford, Washington. It's 7 miles from the southwest entrance of Mount Rainier National Park.
That's a big mountain, by the way.
It's pretty
Huge
big.
mountain.
I live so close to it that I can't see it.
Oh, wow.
Whoa. Did you hear that somebody once went up into the Space Needle and they were upset that they couldn't see the Space Needle from there?
Well, that doesn't surprise me.
We asked the guy as we're going up the elevator, what are the most outrageous questions that people have asked him, and that's one of the statements was that.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
So
Ridiculous.
I wanted to ask, you know, when you've critiqued photos in the past, when you get to the landscape pictures, you said that you don't do landscapes. Is that because you don't like landscapes, or is just something that hasn't interested you? And to go along with that, is there some aspect of photography that you are looking to get better at?
Good questions. Good questions. When it comes to landscape photography, it rarely has interested me. I don't have maybe the patience to sit around waiting for that ideal moment when it comes to landscapes. It hasn't been something that I've been drawn to, so I've never really done it. I don't like nature. I'd never been camping.
You've never, ever been camping?
Well, I went to summer camp because Jews go to summer camp. All right. You go to Jewish day camp, and we had sleepovers where you sleep in a bunk. Was there laughing from Aaron back there? No? Did he laugh? That was anyway. So that's the extent of my camping, was like being in the bunk, and then that was that. Never really camped. Something that I want to get better at. Well, part of that is like I did that 5-minute portrait a couple weeks back. Does anybody remember with Jenna? Right, the one with the blotched out thing that nobody remembers seeing.
And we will not ever tell anyone
Yeah,
what
we
it
won't
is
tell you
either.
what was under it.
It'll be a secret.
It's a secret unless you come over to my loft.
Yes.
A lot of what what I'm trying to get better at would be more of the posing aspect of it. The stuff that Peter Hurley brings out of people is tremendous just by saying weird stuff, but he has a way of bringing it out of people and capturing. I am not very good at posing people, telling them what to do when it comes to posing. I can shoot all day long with strobes, with flashes, with whatever I need to do. It's just not something that I've focused on quite a lot. So I would like to be better when it comes to posing and directing people on what to do, because a lot of times I'm out there shooting, it's mostly candids and just letting people do their thing and make the decisions on how they're doing, and then I capture it. Good.
I personally love landscapes. I think they're great.
Really, when's the last landscape you took? And shooting with your iPhone up at in the Space Needle doesn't count.
Yeah, which, by the way, it was lovely that you brought your 10 grand worth of gear, way more than that actually, and you didn't take one of your bodies out to take a picture.
I had 4 bodies at the top, and I took 1 picture with my iPhone.
I told him repeatedly, really, you're not going to take one camera out? And it was a full moon that night. Freaking golden hour. It was beautiful.
It was beautiful.
And you didn't
My
take,
iPhone
like,
picture looks tremendous.
What was that one rant you had about being lazy again?
It was, don't be lazy and take shitty pictures with your iPhone when you have your better cameras that you can get better pictures with.
Exactly.
I follow my own rules.
Clearly follow your own rules.
All right, what do we have next? Pass that over.
Hi, Jared.
Hi, nice to see you again.
Nice to see you again. I have a question that might make you a little upset.
Uh-oh.
So, in regards to networking and getting your name out there and all that fun stuff, what are your feelings on like art fairs and street fairs in the fall? Even if you only have little prints or maybe magnets, if anything, just not to make money, but just to bring attention to yourself.
How is this going to offend me?
Because you have an opinion for everything.
But that wasn't an offensible question. What do I think of street fairs? I'm not going to look at you right now because I have to talk into the microphone. Is your goal to make money or just to get out there and meet people? Well, then what's wrong with just going and doing anything to meet people? That's perfectly fine. My whole thing when it comes to, doing these fairs is like, well, you can reach a ton more people on the internet. You can reach people locally, but that's small time thinking. But if you're going to look for meeting people, that's cool, because if it's part of the local community, it's a good thing to get out there and meet those people, because it could turn into other jobs. It could turn into weddings. It can do a freaking photo booth for dogs when they bring them out there just for fun. That's going to bring people in, and that then turns into a family portrait, and it turns into many other things. So I think that's a good opportunity to meet other people as they come by and showcase what you can do. And if it's inexpensive, it's totally worth it. But I'm a big fan that if you're looking to sell stuff, the World Wide Web, or the WWW, is right there waiting for you to exploit. There's so many things ready to be exploited online in a good way. So if you want to reach larger audience and sell your stuff that way, I think that's a good idea. Thumbs up. People can't see that at home, though. Oh, but you don't have a microphone. Got it. Next question. Steven, you got anything to add while we're doing this?
I have absolutely nothing to add.
No photo?
At all. Nothing.
I have other things to talk about.
What else do you have to talk about?
I don't remember.
Well, we still have Wheel of Fro.
Oh, we still have Wheel of Fro.
I think we have more questions.
No, we have more questions.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'll save that. Go ahead.
Okay. Jerry from Mercer Island.
What up, Jerry?
How you doing? My question is post-production. People that can't, or don't want to pay for the Adobe and Lightroom, and what about the software that comes with the camera? Can you get the boomification that you talk about with that software? And what is going to create the most, which one of those sliders creates the most noise?
Oh, that's a good question, too. The software that comes with the camera is perfect. I almost said perfectly
well,
fine.
which camera, first of all? Canon or Nikon? Okay.
Well, does Nikon even give you software to edit the RAW files?
I thought they
Oh, they give you NX2 now?
Okay,
so they give you NX2. It sucks. It's slow. It's balls-tastic, to put it mildly. But it gets the job done. It will get the job done if you don't want to spend... the 79, you can buy Lightroom 5 for $149.
79 for the upgrade.
79 for the upgrade, or spend the $10 a month for the bundle, which I still think Lightroom's going to be much better. But what's the thing that's going to get the most noise or grain into an image is kind of the shadow slider. That's going to really accentuate that. Also, the clarity slider is going to really bring out the grain and the noise and everything. So be very careful with that. What was that?
Mix of both, yeah.
Yeah, mix of both. And then just being so far off with your exposure is definitely going to cause an issue as well. Look good, Trevor? Talking to the microphone. Say hello.
Looking good.
Are we? Are we sure?
You're looking pretty sweet.
Sweet. Is that light blinking?
It is blinking.
Talking to the microphone. Mike, get it.
It's blinking. It is blinking.
All right, anybody else have a question? Trevor's doing a good job over here, by
Great
the way.
job, yeah.
He's going to replace Sutter. I'm sorry, Sutter.
Yeah, but then he'll really not get any of the movie references that you throw at Sutter
No,
every
he
time.
won't get any movie references. Maybe he'll get like...
Wait. So you were born like 2001, right? 2000.
Damn.
You can't even throw 90s references at him, man.
No, we can't throw 90s references at him. No, I doubt it. Go ahead.
Hi, I'm Terry, born and raised here in Seattle. And the question I have is, when marketing FroKnowsPhoto, what's the one thing you wish you would have never spent money on as far as marketing, and what's the one thing that has been the most effective as far as marketing your company?
Yeah. In the first 3.5 years, I spent no money on marketing. None. The only things, I mean, everything is, YouTube is free. Getting my stuff up. I mean, you want to talk directly spending money to advertise, didn't happen. There was no advertising money spent. In the last, we'll say maybe year, I've tested things like Facebook ads, which were very effective before a little bit of a switch that they've made. And now I don't like running the Facebook ads too much. But I tried that, and that brought in likes, which they become aware of your product, and it's worth the investment to maybe it costs $1 a like, but I'm not saying I'm buying likes. When I say that it costs $1 a like, meaning you spent X amount of dollars to, say, target the photography group or the people that like photography, because you can target people directly. People who like photography that are between the ages of 18 and 36 in the US. We can target that, and then on their feed, they'll see FroKnowsPhoto, and maybe they'll read something and like the page. So if you take that cost, it could be like $1 a like, which maybe in the long run could turn into more money. He can still hold it because he'll probably have some feedback. So that is the type of money that I haven't really spent. I mean, YouTube, no money needs to be spent there. Marketing wise, this bobblehead cost some money. That was more for fun. And I'm probably never going to recoup the expense from doing this, but it was just something that was cool and okay to do. I wanted to do one 4 years ago, couldn't afford it, and now that I could, I thought it would be cool, and it's a cool marketing thing. So I give it to people, and they like it. And also people buy it. Let's see, what other parts? Does that answer it?
Oh, yeah, it does, yeah.
Did you think there was advertising and money being spent?
Well, I thought maybe you had when you first got started to kind of gain that audience.
No, the audience got gained from just putting up a lot of content and interaction and continually doing it. I mean, that was the biggest way to grow. I mean, today I'm coming to America. Come on, Neil Diamond? You know, Google Neil Diamond from 1976. Check out the chest hair coming out of there. It's going to be awesome. There's so many opportunities for free on the internet for marketing. I mean, Facebook is free. Yes, you need to, if people want to pay for ads, you can boost. I don't boost posts. I don't need to boost posts. We all ran into some trouble a couple months back with Facebook when they really messed with the edge rank and nobody was seeing posts. We've got 108,000 now on Facebook likes, and at the time, probably it was around 90-some thousand, and I was getting maybe 8,000 reach, 6,000 reach, when the week before they made this switch, it was 20,000, 30,000, 50,000, and then that tanked. And then one day I woke up and I had a blue check mark by my name on Facebook, and everything changed from there. So what Facebook has been doing now for businesses or for Facebook pages has been going in and verifying. You can't ask to be verified. You can't pay to be verified. They just verified. It's that check mark. And once they did that, the reach has just finally exploded again. But part of that is putting out quality content. If you put out crap content, people aren't going to interact with it. The first 5 minutes or 10 minutes of a post going live on Facebook, if you get a lot of likes, you get a lot of comments, your edge rank goes up. It's going to say, this is good content. We need to show this to more people on your page. And so that's how that's done. But most of it's organic. YouTube is free. Upload a ton of videos and I'm good to go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hi, Steven.
Hey, what's
You
up?
like this live thing, don't you?
I do, because I can just sit back and relax.
What?
Because you're just answering all the questions.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, usually
It's nice.
Usually I'm answering those flying solo questions
You
too.
are, yeah.
Yeah, but I usually get to vet them out.
Mm-hmm.
What's up?
Yeah, you have no idea what's coming right now.
I don't.
My name is Jonathan, and I'm from Seattle. And this is a question more directed towards like the earlier times in your career.
Is
like,
it for Steven?
Oh no, this is for you.
for
I
me.
wasn't even around at that time.
Okay.
Yeah. I was just wondering, what's been like the most important part of like developing your career as a professional photographer? Like more so on the work ethic side, other than the business.
So the work ethic side, one of the biggest mistakes I've made as a photographer, because we'll look at that first, probably came from being too successful too soon at a young age. And I wasn't even that successful. I guess shooting for Rolling Stone is good. Shooting for the Flyers, Philadelphia Flyers, a professional team, was good. But then turning down opportunities to assist full-time pro photographers that were the real deal, somebody that I could have learned business from, gotten a better understanding of what to do going forward, would have helped. Because once I left college, I didn't know what the hell to do. I was picking up the odd jobs here shooting, and those are few and far between sometimes. I would sit around going, well, my photos are really awesome, but why isn't anybody calling me and hiring me? And a lot of that came down to I didn't put myself out into situations to be successful. I didn't put myself where I needed to be, because you could be the best photographer in the world, but if nobody knows you exist, then nobody's going to hire you. And there's a lot of occurrences where you see people's work and you're like, holy crap, this sucks. And they're getting all the jobs, but why? Well, because they're good. They're good at getting out there, and they show people like, I'm good. They tell them they're good. So there's that. What was the most? That answered some of it, but there had to be more you needed.
I was just wondering, like, what kept you going mostly?
What kept me going is what the hell else was I gonna do? I mean, seriously, where was I gonna go? Anytime I ever looked for a job, and when I went into the need to have a job to pay the bills type of thing, if it didn't revert or relate around photography, I tried to bring photography into it one way or another, because photography is just what I lived and breathed and continue to live and breathe as I get older. Once I started to get more successful as a photographer, I never wanted to go back to being not successful. So that's the thing that drives me the most, is the fear of going back to a time when you don't have anything. And that's why I'm not afraid to own what I have now, because I've earned it. And I'm going to continue to do that because I don't want to go backwards. That's the scariest thing in the world, is build something and then go the wrong direction. Like One Direction.
Please don't.
Thank you. I don't even know a One Direction song.
Thank God.
Does anybody? Do you know a One Direction song, Trevor?
Sadly, yes.
Okay, Trevor, grab the microphone. He's 13. Grab the mic, Trevor. Thank you for the question.
Oh man.
What's a One Direction song? Into the microphone.
I don't know the name of it.
How's it go? Sing it. He did the hair flip. Baby, baby,
Nope.
baby.
That's the Biebs, man.
I know. Go ahead, go for it.
Okay, here we go. Baby, you light up my life like nobody else.
When you sing, man, there you go. Very good. All right, you've done something that Sutter hasn't done yet, which is sing on air. I
Take
think.
that, Sutter.
Exactly. All right, question. Raise your hand. Here we go, right up here. And then we'll go back there as well.
All right, Sky from Port Washington. I do have a question for Steven.
What?
Just
First
being
question.
Around the
Taking
fro,
over.
What's the biggest thing you've learned just from being with him for the last year or so?
He's a pain in the ass, a royal pain in the ass. I don't know. Probably how just big the photography community is. I mean, the amount of people that know this man. We were out for pizza the other night at Serious Pie, and the waiter knew who we were. Or not me, knew who he was. Just everywhere we go, someone on the street just kind of recognizes him. But yeah, I don't really know. That's a tough question to really answer. I've learned a lot. I've learned a whole lot.
Okay.
And that's it.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
But that brings up a funny story, because I had one request for CreativeLIVE. When I Aaron was like,
Food?
Jared, what do you need? What do you need? What do you
Protein?
need for lunch? And I'm like, I need protein. I need chicken. I want grilled chicken and Caesar salad every day. He's like, every day for 4 days? I'm like, yes, it's a simple food, safe for me to eat, and I'm happy with it. So day one, it comes time for lunch, and I go, Aaron, what's for lunch? Or I ask, what's that girl's name? Lindsay. I asked Lindsay what's for lunch, and she goes, oh, it's Vietnamese food. What the fuck am I going to eat at Vietnamese food?
Jared's like the pickiest eater in
I'm
the
a
world.
picky
too.
eater, but I'm better
You
than
don't
I used to be.
ever
I eat
bring
salmon.
someone to a Vietnamese place who's a
Just
picky
shrimp
eater.
heads, yeah. So what happens is I don't storm out, but she's like, oh, they have chicken, they'll have your type of chicken. So Aaron sits there at the table with me, and he's like, I'm sorry, I'll get you better tomorrow, and asks the waitress if they have white meat chicken or chicken, but she goes, we have no white meat chicken whatsoever. And that's when I took a walk outside on the wild side. And when I walked outside, a guy goes, you wouldn't be Jared Polin, would you? Or is he here? I told him, oh, maybe I didn't get back to him about coming here. I don't know. But it was a Fro reader outside. Anyway, I ordered shrimp. And the day before I took the Aaron and Steven out to Purple because I like the color and it tastes good. And we ordered the shrimp, and my first question to the waitress was, are the shrimp heads still on there? And she's like, absolutely not. So they remembered that. So they bring out my 2 orders of shrimp here, and they have fish heads on them.
Fake shrimp heads?
What'd I say?
Fish heads?
They had shrimp heads on them. All right, so I pulled the shrimp heads off myself.
And then you walked outside and had a hissy fit.
I didn't have a hissy fit.
We thought you left.
No, I sent you a text, which you didn't get.
Because I had it in my bag.
Aaron, where did you think I went, by the way? Exactly. I was just going outside to breathe the air and stay calm and relaxed because I had to get into shooting mode. And that was it. Yeah, where's my chicken? And then we had grilled chicken yesterday. And it's a good thing we had grilled chicken because they love frou-frou-y food here. And it's really good food, but it's like casserole this. We've got what was this morning's breakfast? It was eggs with stuff in it. All right, if it has green stuff and mushrooms and all, it's probably really good. But I like scrambled eggs.
But you eat scrambled eggs and chicken, and that's it.
No, I eat sushi.
That's about it.
And I like salmon, and I like
You
lobster.
usually eat chicken like every day of your life.
I make a lot of chicken.
You too.
All right, let's get back to the questions. Where are we? Good question. That was a good question. I liked it too.
So I'm Jake from Everett, up north.
Oh, Everett. Yeah, I've been there.
So,
No,
do you know exactly what it means to be verified on Facebook? That was just
No,
something
do
that
you?
popped
Do you
up.
work at Facebook?
No, I was wondering if you knew because it's
What it means?
Yeah.
It means that you've been verified. No, what it So it
Excellent
means
answer.
it means that I'm pretty like what I believe it means is that they verified that you are who you say you are and you're not somebody that you say you are not. And because of that, you are a credible source of information and that you've been approved by them so that you can now, hopefully your edge rank goes higher. So you probably end up in some kind of cycle where you get more information or your stuff gets out to more people because you've been verified. And when I Googled it, I'm like, what does this, and I didn't want to tell anybody that I was verified just in case they pulled it. Because I didn't want to be like, hey, look, I got this check mark. But then I started to see what the reach was. The reach that was happening was so good, and everybody else, everybody else was bitching that, oh my God, Facebook's over, it's done. But Facebook just took literally 3 or 4 months to get around to doing it right and getting the right people back. So that's what that means.
all right, cool. And then my actual question was, when you were starting up, do you feel there was one thing that like set you apart the most?
Yeah, making these videos, absolutely. The one thing that set me apart. What? What do we think is funny? I haven't answered. No, it's not the hair. No, it's not the hair. It's called. Oh shit. It's called consistent quality content that keeps people coming back for more. That's, I think, the name of the game. Is if I had just the hair and the shock value, you wouldn't care. You wouldn't come back for more. But since that there's quality and substance there, you're going to come back for more because it's fun, it's informative, and it's interesting. I call it, well, we call it, or people call it, infotainment. You're going to learn and you're going to enjoy it. And that's what it comes down to. Well, is that correct? Do you agree with that? Yeah. Silence.
And your hair.
And I got great hair.
Great hair.
Great hair.
Excellent hair.
All right, next.
Hey, Jared. John from New Orleans. My question is, what was going on when you got the creative spark to be a photographer? Was there something that you saw or something you took and it was a mind-blowing moment for you that you want to be a photographer for life?
I go back to when I was 13. I was in junior high school, and I watched these girls take pictures. and they were, I think, doing a terrible job. And so I thought that I could do a better job. And I went home and I got my mom's camera. It was a Fuji Discovery 1000 point and shoot bad boy. Put a roll of black and white film in it, sat by the baseline on the basketball court and shot the game. And when I had the pictures developed, you could see that the moments were captured right when they should have been. And that was it. It was like, holy crap, I captured the moment. The key to me with anybody when it comes to photography is I don't care if you shoot in auto and I don't care if you shoot JPEG and I don't care what you do, as long as you can, if you're first learning and you're trying to get good at this, that if you have an eye for photography, I can teach you all day long how to set your camera. The eye for the photography is one of the hardest things for people to learn. It comes with practice, it comes with time, and some people just get it. But the spark comes from capturing those moments and getting amazing photos. It's the drive that it still happens today. When I go to a shoot and you're scared to go to you're not scared in a bad way, but you're anxious. You want to get there. You want to do a good job, and you go to the concert. You take your pictures. You're not sure if you got anything that was good, and you get home and you start processing them, and you sit back and you go, "Holy shit, I did it." I got those pictures that I didn't know. I knew that I had something, but wow, that thing was awesome. And then you just get this euphoric feeling that I did what I got these amazing images. And that just is you keep chasing the dragon, just without the heroine. You know, you just keep going. Do you feel the same way when you get those pictures?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, faux show. All right, next question, and then I think the cameras probably need to be reset. Exactly. Good job, Trevor. Oh, and then we need to do Wheel of Fro. We'll do that after this question. Sound good?
Very good.
You might as well prepare for that while we're doing the question.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right, Robbie Green from Tacoma. My question is, where do you see the FroKnowsPhoto brand 5 years from now? I saw you're doing something with videos coming up. Where do you see that going?
Yeah, okay. So the thing with videos is the FroKnowsPhoto Guide to DSLR Video, which we're slating for probably early September. It's like The Lord of the Rings when it's getting edited, because it was 24 hours worth of footage. I've seen it. Well, I haven't seen a lot of it because I'm too ADD to try to watch it again. But I have to watch it to preview it. I've sent it to 4 people, and it's not completely done, but the 4 people that have seen this have sat there and said, that is damn good. And I'm not just saying that. These are people that would tell me if something sucked. And they were watching it and they're like, you really hit every point that needs to be hit, and you show it again in a fun and informative way that people are just going to love. I think the next step for me is looking for more opportunities to be in the entertainment angle of it. I love the infotainment. I love photography. I think a show I need to produce is put together my own. Hey, Aaron, I'm looking for a producer. Oh, shit.
Guess it's not going to be him.
It's not going to be Aaron. No, I really love the entertainment aspect. I like being thrown on the spot. And here's a funny news, and it's good news that Aaron's out of the room. But right before we went live, 2 minutes before we started the broadcast we were going to go for 4 hours during the concert shoot.
Oh, yeah.
2 minutes before we went live, I grabbed a piece of white paper, flipped it over. Well, it was white, so it didn't have anything on the other side. Took the Sharpie out and made a set list for myself of what I wanted to talk about in the first 3 hours. I completely winged it.
Basically, Jared had this giant scribble mind map on this piece of paper, and he was like, 2 minutes prior to going live for a couple hours, he's like, here, make sure I hit all these points. And I'm just like, I don't know what any of this is. It's scribbled, it's everywhere. And I'm like, you should make like kind of a set list real quick. We're like 30 seconds about to go live, and you're still writing down. I'm like, dude, we're going live.
Yeah, no.
You got it. And then I think you autographed it and gave it away to one of the readers that day.
Yeah, like a set list.
Yeah.
Which was pretty cool. Mm-hmm. No, look, I'm not saying I don't prepare for things. It's just that I'm not going to sit down for a 3-day class like we're doing here at CreativeLIVE and script anything out. That's way too much work. Just let it happen. It's a process that you guys bring the questions. I mean, for the last 35 minutes, we've been answering questions, and that brings up different stories. I love it because it's more natural, and it's like they were telling me today about critiquing. Somebody asked the question about the 100 photos that I critiqued. They were like, did he see these before? And I guess it's normal for some other photographers to critique photos, but critique them after they've looked at it. And that's in general. I don't ever want to know. I don't want to know the questions beforehand. When somebody calls me and is like, can we interview you? Should we send you the questions? I'm like, no, don't send me the questions. I just want to talk. Just ask me. That's the real way of doing it. I don't want anything to be scripted. I forget the question already. Was there a question? Oh, yeah, that thing.
That you didn't answer at all.
I did. I talked about the entertainment aspect of it. And it's not so much entertainment. It's the infotainment, trying to make that larger. Focus in on the content that I really enjoy making, the 5-minute portrait type stuff, the quick tip type things. Steven's coming full time so that we can focus in on doing that. And that's the stuff I want to do. I want to work for other brands. I want them to call me and have me be a brand advocate. It's only if I like their product, but also maybe they come by, and it is about sponsorship. You know, you get sponsorship, you get money from people. That's how we keep a lot of this free. But they would reach out, and it would just be organic. Because I'm not taking flat out, this show is brought to you by blah, blah, blah. Like so many blogs, or not blogs, but so many different podcasts you listen to, they start off with that bullshit at the beginning.
10-minute pre-roll.
I know that Kevin Smith has 3 minutes of ads at the beginning. I skip the first 3 minutes all the time because I don't need to hear his ads. And I'm not interested in it. But if you work it in organically, maybe I'd be interested. But no, I want to be more in the entertainment. I want to cross over into other genres, and not just saying FroKnows Movies type of thing. This show is brought to you by FroKnows Movies. I just enjoy being in front of the camera and just doing it live. That's fun. So that's where I want to go. I'm not going to stop doing this. Free content has been continuing to come out since day one. This whole thing has been a free piece of content. Yes, they are selling it, but for the last 3 days, or 2 days, I've been live, and tomorrow's the last day. So that's all usable, really good stuff. What would you like me to do for the next 5 years, by the way?
Just keep doing. Yeah, keep doing what you're doing. It's great. I think you're the most well-rounded YouTube channel for photography out there. So. And I also wanted to say that I feel like you are to the photography community what Bob Ross was to the painting community. So.
Thank you. I'll take it. I love it. Thank you very much. No, that's nice to say, but what does Bob Ross do when the camera stops rolling? One day you'll see when I make that video. One day you'll see this video.
You've been asking to make that for quite some time.
I've been asking to make that video when the camera stops rolling.
That's going to be a good one.
Good question. Let's get into Wheel of Fro. We need to pick a person, and we're going to do it from the room. How much time's on the clock, Trevor?
We're 5 minutes.
That's it? We're 5 minutes in or 5 minutes left?
5 minutes in.
Oh, all right. I couldn't get Sir Mix-a-Lot to come for an interview, by the way. I tried.
We really did try.
We actually did, but it was last minute notice, and Chase's people did reach out, and they were unfortunately, they asked, and it couldn't happen, but I thought that would have been pretty cool. But you guys are cool, too. So we need to spin the Wheel of Fro. This is normally where Sutter grabs the wheel and puts it on the table, but we pre-recorded the spin after last week because we knew, and some people were like, get the twister wheel. Well, that was a good idea that I didn't think of and you didn't think of. And then some other people said there's apps out there, but it's more fun to actually spin the wheel. So we're going to pick somebody from this room to spin the wheel. Does that sound good?
Wait, do we know who we're picking?
I just said we're picking somebody from this room.
But I mean, like, how are you going to pick it? Random?
I'm just going to pick a name. I already know who it's going to be.
Okay.
Do you think it could be you?
Maybe. That's what I was hoping for.
You?
Yeah.
Oh, snap. Okay, Trevor. Trevor, you want to spin the wheel?
Sure.
Trevor's been here for 3 days, right?
Yeah.
Oh, he's talking into the mic?
He is.
You see that?
He's learning the proper mic etiquette.
He's so good.
He is.
So good. So good.
So good.
Sutter better watch
That's
out.
a song.
Dun, 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 dun.
Uh-oh.
What song is that? I'm just kidding. Anyway, you're going to spin the wheel. You don't know what's going to happen. You want to cue the wheel? Right before. Oh, cue the wheel. But right before it spins, we all need to say it's time for the Wheel of Fro. You ready? On 3. Wheel of Fro! Round and round it goes where it's... Oh, I forgot to say what's on it. Pause it. Pause it. Hurry up. Pause it. Rewind it. Okay, thank you. Thank you. On the wheel this week, we've got blurry shit. But it's spinning. I know what's on the wheel. We've got Borrow Lenses. That's $250 in credit that you can get from Borrow Lenses. Whoa, what just happened? I just went backwards. I know that Adorama Pix is on there. Oh, I can see it. Squarespace. Go to squarespace.com/fro. And by the way, nobody pays to be on this wheel. I asked them to be on the wheel. I asked them to be there because I want to give away prizes. And if they say no, I tell them to go to hell. What, you good?
Yeah, everything's good.
All right, so we've got borrow lenses, Squarespace. Go to squarespace.com/Fro, put in code FRO and get 10% off your first order. Lexar, landed on Lexar last week. Black Rapid, some straps. Fro Prize, Think Tank, something in a Rode microphone. Thanks to those guys, we're using our Rode broadcaster mics here. Adorama Picks, Fro Prize, borrow lenses. Did I forget anything else? Fro Prize. And before we spin it the rest of the way, Trevor, what do you hope it lands on? If you could have anything off the wheel, what do you hope it lands on?
I don't know. So much good stuff.
Do you even know what that is?
Yes, I do know that.
What is it?
Jeopardy.
Okay, Alex Trebek. I'll take The Rapist for 200, Alex. That would be The Therapist. What would you like it to land on?
I don't know, anything.
Okay, spin the wheel.
Okay.
Ready? Again? On 3. 1, 2, 3. Wheel of Fro! All right, round and round it goes. Where it stops, nobody knows, and it's going to stop sometime today on the question mark! Oh, shit! That's so amazing! It actually landed on the question mark.
It really did land on the question mark.
And we yelled and screamed, and then I got a text from my neighbor, shut the fuck up. All right, so it landed on a question mark. Do you know what that means?
I could pick anything.
That means you can pick anything. And it means I can go anywhere, friends to know, ways to grow, reading rainbow. What would you like? You have to make your decision right meow.
Like right now.
Right meow.
Yeah,
right
I think
meow.
I'm gonna go with.
He doesn't know Super Troopers.
Borrow lenses.
Oh snap! $250 in borrow lenses credit. We will get that credited to your account at Trevor. I don't know Trevor's last name. Don't say it. You're underage. So we're gonna get Trevor hooked up with some borrow lenses. What are you gonna rent from them? What are you looking for?
I'm saving up for a 70 to 200 right now, so that'll just help me if I ever need it before I can save up for it. I can rent it.
Nice. There you go. That works. Room to grow. Time to go. Reading rainbow. Okay, time for a couple more questions before we're going to Rappy McRapperson it up. Does that make you feel good up there with the clock? It's still going.
It's still going, yeah.
All right. Wait, are you guys stretching or raising your hand back there, ladies?
I do the question, but we're not.
Well, you're not on the mics. Come on. You're tired? You're tired? I've been doing this for 3 straight days.
Thank you for standing, by the way, in the back. We can see.
What's up?
It's Pablo from Lakewood, Washington. My question is, what do you use to treat the fro?
I was trying to come up with something good. I did, but it's going to be offensive, so I won't say it. It really wasn't offensive because I didn't think of anything. All right? I use Pantene Pro V.
Ooh.
I've been 80-ounce bottles. And I don't go through them very often. And the honest truth is I did my hair on Tuesday when I woke up in the morning, and I don't wash it when I don't put it down until I get home. I shower, but I don't put it down because it's good for anywhere between 4 and 6 days up. Seriously, it is. It doesn't even get greasy. That's a good question.
Gets
Next.
super smelly, though.
It doesn't get smelly.
I'm kidding.
Look. Sniff test of the hair. It's fine. Yes.
Hi, guys. So I'm Nicole, living in Seattle, from Kansas. So my question, I'm in school currently, and they kind of, I don't know if it's just a school thing, being art school, but they like really promote being part of like photo organizations like APA, ASMP, stuff like that. How do you feel about that stuff?
Well, never mind. I'm not going to say it. God, I learned from Aaron that I can't offend any more people in this building today, so I'm going to not say anything. But I'm not a part of any of those organizations. I don't know that I want to be. I don't think it's as big of a deal today to be part. How many people here are part of an ASMP or ASS or BALL? The one is ass and one is balls. So is anybody in ASMP, And so there's different organizations out there that some of it is good, where they will protect you. You can buy health insurance because they get better group plans. So some of that stuff is pretty cool, and they have presidents, and it's just really a way of somebody feeling good about themselves. Think of a union, but for photographers, but they can't tell you what to do type of thing, and they're not going to break your kneecaps at a wedding. It's always nice to know other photographers. It's a good opportunity when you're first starting out to look into it, because maybe you'll find somebody that will take you under their wing. Butterflies in the sky. I can go. The butterflies, wings. Maybe somebody will take you under their wing, show you the ropes, take you out on wedding assignments, take you out as their assistant, start paying you money. I just thought of Franz Ferdinand. Take me out. Anyway, but no, does that answer that in any such way that's good? I'm not just verbally saying stuff just to take up time. All right, another question. Do you have another question?
I do.
Did you use your question quota?
No, I have 3.
Okay, go for it.
So if you woke up tomorrow and the fro was magically gone and the boom of McBoomerson sliders were gone, what would your new niche be to continue your brand recognition?
I'd just be me.
You would record a Reading Rainbow song.
No, I'd just be me. Just with my hair, I am more than just my hair. Which is, yeah, it's not like Samson. It just is another thing. And you don't need hair to make it big in this world. Whatever that means. Okay, next question. Do we have, okay, go ahead. How are we doing on the clocks, Trevor?
14 minutes in.
Nice.
All right, so I'm Alex from the Seattle area. I was on CreativeLIVE earlier, and I was just wondering, what is your average day-to-day schedule?
Wow. It's work. Tinder. No, Tinder. I'm taking a break from that. Day to day. So I like to get 7 to 8 hours of sleep every night, whatever time I go to bed. But I won't sleep past 9 o'clock in the morning. So if it's only 7 or 6.5, it is what it is. I roll out of bed. I get downstairs to I have a long commute to my desk, and I usually start checking the emails. Checking to see if there's any support questions to answer, people that had issues the night before, purchasing something. I still handle most of that stuff. Get the post ready to go up. If I have a video to go live, I may have done it the night before. I put that out. I start thinking of how I can go on Facebook to put out the post to spread the word. Same thing with not Instagram, but Twitter. I start thinking of that type of things. What videos I may need to shoot that day. Is it Thursday? If it's Thursday, I have a workout in the morning. Tuesday, I have a workout in the morning, usually at 8:15, 40 minutes away with my trainer. I get back, start working right away. I mean, I work. I mean, the trainer thing is the trainer thing, but I Tuesdays and Thursdays are that. RAWtalk is also on Thursday. So the Stevens get there usually around 10:45, 11 o'clock. They start setting up for RAWtalk. I'm just getting back around 10 o'clock from the gym, and I start, I've already prepared the list. I have a list of things to go by, so I'm not just completely winging it, because that doesn't work. And that's a Thursday. We start doing that. We do RAWtalk, start around noon to 12:30, finish that up, do photo news right after. 3:30 comes along, Steven's out, but until he's full-time, it'll be changing up a little bit. Usually then have some calls, check emails, check the Facebooks, interact with people. And then on Thursdays, go to dinner with Todd, because Todd comes out for FroKnows Movies, film that until 9, 10 o'clock at night, and they don't leave till midnight.
When I come back for that.
And then Steven comes back for that as well. And really, every day is spent interacting with people online so that I ask questions. What's that? Is that a little early, or was it not recording?
Oh, no, it was at 17 minutes.
Oh, really? You're so good. You should win a prize. You should spin the wheel. So really, the days are spent branding, marketing, thinking of ideas, making content, interacting, thinking what I'm going to do for lunch, then what am I going to do for dinner.
When it's probably chicken. Or sushi.
or salmon or sushi, because I found a really
Vietnamese.
Good... No Vietnamese. There's no Vietnamese.
With
but
shrimp heads?
No shrimp heads. No, and that's it. I mean, it's every day is that. And then if I'm traveling, it's wake up in the morning and do more work. I chose not to put up a video yesterday or today, because you could find me live on CreativeLIVE giving as much information as I could ever give. So that's really it. I mean, that's the... I put a lot of time in, and I don't watch a lot of TV. I make dinner, like, so I'll watch. I mean, that's beside the point. But that's a normal day is anywhere between 8 and 9 o'clock starting, except if I leave at 7:15 to get to the gym, and just continue to work, eat dinner, continue to work at night. Usually put in an hour or two before bed, and then keep going.
Cool,
and then
thank you.
Tinder. All right. One more question, and then we're gonna get into the Rappy McRapperson game. Wow, my voice is starting to go. Did you hear my levels drop?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've been talking nonstop.
You were pretty loud in the beginning, though.
I'm always loud.
I'm hoping you weren't peaking. We'll find out.
Better not peak.
Hi, I'm Richard from Lake Stevens. And do you ever feel like you're artistically burnt out? And what do you do to kind of bring yourself back into the fro?
Have you seen me burnt out yet?
Yes. All the time.
You think I'm burnt out?
No, I'm not saying all the time you're burnt out. I'm saying there's plenty of
mean
days where
stress.
you've worked all day and you're burnt out by the end of the day.
Something like that.
You reach that peak and then you're just like done.
There's-
no more videos after that.
Well, yes, there's certain things that happen. Sometimes people forget to press record buttons, and I could go either way, and I could get upset. I could storm out, you could flip out, or you can just roll with the freaking punches because it's art. What is done is done, and I've had to learn that and not to be a prima freaking donna, and I'm not really a prima donna, I don't think.
Well, and I mean, there was times where we might have recorded a raw talk and forgot to hit record.
Yeah, well,
and recorded for 2 hours.
And you would think that I would flip out, but I didn't flip out.
No, you were good about it.
Because what good does it pay to flip the fuck out? Don't write that down and bleep it because it's true. This is an explicit podcast today. It doesn't pay to flip out. I've learned that mistakes happen, you own them, and you move on and you try not to do it again. It just forces you to triple check, double check, do the things right. Burnt out. In the last 4 years, there's been times that I felt overwhelmed. And what really helps is I'll go out to dinner with my dad. I have to get out of the house. I spend a lot of time in my loft. I really do because I work my ass off there. And I always feel good when I get out and have dinner with my dad because I'm, one, getting out of the house. I'm having a good dinner. I have a sounding board because I'm single, so I don't have anybody else to bitch to. And it's just like, but it's not just that. It's hanging out with friends, but it's mostly getting ripped out of my environment. For me, it's the recharging is getting out of the environment. It's not going away on vacation because I don't really like vacations. I honestly feel like this CreativeLIVE thing has been a vacation. I put 17 hours in 2 days ago. I thought it was a vacation. I don't know. I worked my ass off, but it's what I love doing. So it felt great, even though it was 17. I'm like, am I nuts to think that this is a vacation? I don't know, maybe, but what do I do to recharge? I get out of the house. I open up one of the photo books that I have on my shelves because I have a ton of photo books. And honestly, looking at what the people have done before me and seeing the work that they've captured really inspires me to get out there and keep going. And also seeing really shitty videos that other people make inspire me to do better. Seriously, because it's just like, oh, no, they didn't. And it's like, I'm going to do better than that. I'm always pushing to do better. So the burning out thing, it does happen, but I try not to get overwhelmed and I try not to really flip out. There's plenty of things to do to recharge and just open and free your mind. And drugs aren't one of them. For anybody that thinks I do drugs, I don't. It's just not something. I may look like a guy that's perpetually stoned, except for today they put some freaking makeup under my eyes to cover up bags. I had to fight her. I'm like, no, you're not. She's like, yes, I am. I'm like, fine.
Was this the first day you put makeup on?
Yeah, because she mentioned it yesterday that she wanted to put HD makeup on for the reflections, but I'm like, I'm shooting a freaking concert. I'm sweaty. She's like, you look sweaty. I'm like, that's because I was sweaty, and that's the point. Anyway, good questions.
Very good questions.
Thank you guys very much. Give yourselves a round of applause. I really, again, thank you to CreativeLIVE for and Aaron for staying late here, for allowing us to use the studio and do all of this here, and for bringing me out here as well. What is that noise? Something in a bag? So distracting.
This happens all the time.
What? Squirrel!
There's like a creak in his floor or something. He's like, what was that noise?
Exactly. This has been great. Thank you guys for filling up this room. I don't know how many people are here. We should maybe take a picture or something.
Yeah, definitely.
We've done everything that we needed to do. We're going to hang out. I have some merch in the merch is in the back. if you guys want some merch, it's how we pay for gas. No, that's what bands usually say. But I brought some stuff out because people requested some things. So I have a box of them. I do only have a limited number of bobbleheads in the other room. And that's going to be it. Steven, thank you for joining me on this trip.
Thank you.
Trevor, thank you for doing your thing.
Thank you, Trevor.
Yup. Where can people see your work? Oh, Jesus Christ. We're going to have to set you up with a freaking free Squarespace. Do you want that over the smug mug or no? Yeah, because I don't want to be t.photo.left video.
I don't even know if I can fit that all on the screen when I put it up.
Smug mug. I'm just busting your balls. All right? We'll get you set up with something better. Squarespace. I will take care of that for you, all right? So thank you for your help. Thank you guys for coming out. That's it. Oh, shit. This is Raw Talk episode number 94, the first live ever. It's not actually live, but it's recorded with a live studio audience, and that is it. Jared Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com. See ya.